What's up, everyone? It's me, your certified bumbling, a brainless bonehead. Back to you with Minecraft, one day at a time. Day 30. How about that, everybody? We made it to day 30. That's... I mean, I've only been posting these Monday through Friday, right? But we're going to call that a full month of one day at a time. Now, where's that copper I was talking about at the end of the day yesterday? There it is. Yep, exactly 5. That makes us 9. One more block. we started smelting up some copper, started building up room 3, which you can just see peeking over the roof right there. Right? So this is going to be a good looking house. We talked about towards the end that we're going to have to start working on some interiors and stuff like that, thinking about that. But now we're going to put a roof, finish the roof on room 2, right? That was kind of the, I guess you would call it the overarching weekly goal. And maybe you guys like that. Was that a good way to go about it? Have like this overarching kind of weekly goal that I was working on? That, would that be a good thing to kind of help with these, that's too far. Help with this kind of daily goal format is to have an overarching weekly goal that I'm shooting for. Would that make these more interesting to watch? Let me know down in the comments what you think. For now, I mean, it's kind of cool. We spent the whole week. Day 1, Monday, was ouch. If I could stay on my roof, I could finish building my roof. But I keep jumping off or falling off of my roof. Certified. It's Monday, day 26. You know, we got ourselves all prepped up to go copper mining. We made sure we had food. We made sure we had torches. Right? All the important stuff. Made sure we had all the important stuff. On day 27, we got started with the mining. On day 29, on day 28, we finished up the mining. And we got back up here, started some copper smelting. And then on day 30, we're actually getting it all put together. How's that feel? I kind of like it. I like it personally. But I want to know what you guys think. But I think it adds a nice idea of like a flow to the week, you know? Because so far it's just been kind of just whatever I can think of for that day, right? Which means that the goals are a little bit not random, but they can be disconnected. And I think I like that there you go. That this week was a bunch of connected goals, interconnected goals that all worked towards each other. You know? So, start eating potatoes. Finally clean up this snow. Alright. So, it's time to start considering what some of these rooms are going to be. We got this room here. We got this room here. We got stairs down to a basement. Let's get that snow up too. Stairs down to a basement. So I want to give it some thought. But I also, as usual, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. We're doing this together, right? So, room 2, what could be in room 2? We need to start thinking interiors because I've got rooms. I don't want a new house full of empty rooms, right? I like to design experiences, right? Things that you can walk through and feel like you're in a place, you know? And so I want to do that with new house. I want to kind of catch the vibe of, you know, what's the person living in this one day at a time world? Why'd they build this spruce and copper house with a bridge going over this pit, right? Because this all started off as just me just with the concept one day at a time. Daily episodes, right? Start moving all this junk over. Grab this one once I have. Oh, I've got the chest space. We can break that one too. Fill up my inventory. Start off as me just with the concept of playing Minecraft and sharing every step of the journey. One day at a time, you know? Nice, hopefully, you know, fairly digestible episodes. I want those chests out, actually. Boom, boom, okay. And in that way, you can kind of really see, like, okay, you know, you guys can see, like, what goes into a Minecraft world, you know, on a bit-by-bit basis, but also, you know, it forces me to think a little creatively. I've got 10 to 20 minutes to have a goal and get it done. Right? I need to organize this soon. It's a mess. Keep that shovel out. But now we're starting to reach the point of we're building a new house. New house is nice and bigger. It's not what tiny house was, which was I said I needed to build a house on day 2, right? I found the spot on day 2, and I said I need a house. That was the goal, to have a place to stay and a base, like a place to put the bed where I was safe and secure and not worried about, you know, the monsters coming to get me. And that's part of why we love tiny house. There's just a charm to that quick, goal-oriented problem solving that I had to do. Tiny house is special in that regard. It's a dinky little box with just enough space for a bed, one empty block for me to pop out onto by the door, and a furnace and a crafting bench. That's it. But you know, we're starting to kind of move beyond that. We've got a new house. It's bigger. So what's the story? Because that's how I build. What's the story? Let's I like to have a 9x9 or 3x3, 9 furnaces up, because then when I go to smelt stuff like copper, which I am smelting a lot of, I have basically I can put an entire stack in each one, and it gives me a full stack of blocks. It's really nifty. So we got to figure that out. I want to hear you, like, I'm so distracted. I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are on, like, what's the story, right? Who lives here? Obviously, it's Bonehead. What does Bonehead want? Well, Bonehead wants help. Bonehead doesn't know. You know, so who's the character? What's the story behind it? Why here? Why over the chasm? Why this, you know? And how do you guys, when you guys see this with the bridge and the whole farm, and I mean, the farm could be moved. It's, you know, nothing more permanent than a temporary solution. But when you guys see this and where this is starting to go, what do you guys think? We're all alone up here on this mountain. It's in the snow and the ice. Like, Is it a hermit who lives alone? But also, I want to build bigger. I want to be able to explore and have fun with interiors and stuff like that. So, what does that all mean? You know? I know that's a lot of questions to be asking. But, you know, this world is kind of special to me. And I hope it's special to you too. It's a lot of fun to make. So, storage is moved. Roof is on room 2. We started room 3. And we've talked a little bit about the future of the world. And you know, I want to know about what you guys think about these weekly oriented goals. I want to know what you guys think about the story of the one day at a time world, you know? And the build, and what can we do with the interiors behind it? You know, what fun can we have? So, put those down in the comments. I don't usually ask this, but if you guys are enjoying the series, leave a like. Leave a like, and subscribe for more if you haven't. I try not to ask that too much, especially on these daily videos, but, you know, I've been putting a lot of work in these. We got 1 month of one day at a time, and that feels like an accomplishment to me. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for being along for the ride here. We're going to call this the end of day 30. We're going to mark off 1 month of one day at a time. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Buttons. Classic Bonehead.